Hey, Cowboys Nation. We're back at it again, and we know the Cowboys are constantly striving for perfection to deliver the results we all want to see. But hey, before we dive into today's hot topic, do me a favor. Hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Your support is what keeps us going. So, let's get right into it. The MetLife Stadium strikes again, and unfortunately, our beloved Cowboys have become its latest victims. This time, it's linebacker Micah Parsons who suffered a high ankle sprain during our gritty Thursday night victory over the Giants. I know, it stings even more when you think of what Parsons means to this defense. For those who've been following the NFL for a while, this isn't a new story. The turf at MetLife has been a thorn in the side of players across the league for years. It's inconsistent, prone to tears, and players have voiced concerns about its safety time and time again. Unfortunately, Micah's injury is just the latest chapter in this troubling saga. Not only did Parsons go down, but Trayvon Diggs also left the game due to dehydration after a hard tackle. To top it off, DeMarcus Lawrence suffered a foot injury that's going to sideline him for weeks. These are major hits to our defense, folks. If you remember, this same field ended the season for several other NFL stars in recent years: Aaron Rodgers, Nick Bosa, and even former Giants Sterling Shepard. This brings up a critical question. How much longer will the NFL allow players to be put at risk on this field? It's time for the league to seriously address these ongoing issues with MetLife's turf. Players' safety has to be the priority, and this is unacceptable. But it wasn't all bad news on Thursday. Despite the injuries, there were some bright spots, and I want to talk about Mazi Smith. How many of you were skeptical about him early in the season? I'll admit, I had my doubts too, but Mazi absolutely dominated in this game. The Giants were held to just 26 rushing yards on 24 attempts, and a lot of that came down to the presence of Mazi in the middle. This is the kind of growth we've been waiting to see. If Smith can keep up this level of play, he'll be a vital piece of our defensive front moving forward. That's what we need, especially with Lawrence out for the next few weeks. Another positive to take away from the game was the emergence of Jalen Tolbert and Hunter Luepke. With limited options, these two have become reliable targets in the passing game. Tolbert had some clutch catches, and Luepke showed explosiveness out of the backfield, hitting over 15 miles per hour on one of his runs. That's the kind of energy we need with key players sidelined. Let's be honest, though. The victory wasn't pretty. A 20-15 win over a struggling Giants team isn't exactly cause for celebration. We didn't cover the spread. We barely held on, and it felt like a grind from start to finish. But here's the thing. Winning ugly is still winning. And in a division game, on the road, you take those wins however you can get them. Our quarterback played efficiently. Mazi Smith and Terrence Steele stepped up, and the defense didn't allow a single touchdown. That's something to hang your hat on, but it's clear there's room for improvement if we're going to make a serious run this season. Now, as we look ahead, there's concern about how long we'll be without Parsons and Lawrence. Both are cornerstone players for our defense. Reports suggest that DeMarcus Lawrence could be out for 4 weeks, possibly longer, and Micah Parsons' high ankle sprain will likely keep him limited for about a month. That's a huge blow to our pass rush, and we've already lost Sam Williams for the season. What does this mean for us moving forward? Do the Cowboys make a move for help on the edge? There's talk about possibly bringing in Hasten Reddick or scouring other teams for trade candidates, like Baron Browning or Pat Jones too. It's a delicate situation. We need reinforcements, but how much are we willing to give up in terms of future assets? All right, Cowboys fans, that's the situation we're dealing with. What do you think? Should the front office make a move to bring in outside help? Or do we stick with what we have and hope players like Mazi Smith and Terrence Steele continue to step up? And how do you feel about the ongoing turf issues at MetLife Stadium? Does the NFL need to take more action? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on the Cowboys. We've got a lot to talk about as we head into the next few weeks, and your support means everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.